Don't get shy.
It's making me nervous. These are Milwaukee's latest plier wrenches. Button in, that pushes up and down. Here, cutting through the middle would normally pinch the blade and you'll get a massive kickback. If I press this button here.
You scan this barcode with the wireless barcode scanner, and then the tool.
Okay, what's happening, my people? Finally, I actually get to show you what I did in Rome with Milwaukee. This is like a long format video just to show you some of the interesting stuff that I come across in Rome. So this is Milwaukee's conference, their tool conference, 2026 in Rome. And there's loads of different weird niche tools that I wasn't aware of. Some of the stuff I don't think is available in the UK, but apparently it's coming over. Some of the market research guys have been coming over to the UK for some of my jobs to meet up with me to go through some of the hand tools and levels and a few other bits and pieces that they're developing. And in this video today, you're going to see an inkling to some of the niche things that they've got here. I could show you the standard stuff that we all know, but on this video, I just wanted to show you the niche tools, because obviously, if you imagine there's thousands of tools that they've got here. But on this video, I just want to show you all the strange things. I'm going to call them strange tools that you don't often see in regular shops and stuff like that. So yeah, coming out with a load of new bits. Right, anyway, without further ado, I'm just going to let the video run through and let us know what you think in the comments of any of the tools that you've seen, ones that could be better, ones that you use that you think is really good, stuff like that. So wicked. Anyway, here it is.
These are Milwaukee's latest plier wrenches. We've all seen these before and we've all wanted them, and now Milwaukee have them. So they've upgraded and changed their design of their hand tools, because for us plumbers and pipe fitters or whatever, these are brilliant. Let me show you, look. So if I push that button in, that pushes up and down. So if I go there, put that on, and then twist that with least amount of pressure. You can also use these for chrome nuts. So if you come round, let me show you. So where we like to use stuff like this is on chrome nuts, on radiators, shower valves, things like that, without it scratching, basically. So we can tie that onto there, open and close that, and it doesn't scratch the chrome, which is what it's about. Same with underneath basins and things like that. But waiting, haven't actually seen them in any shops in the UK yet. And apparently the bigger ones are coming out soon, but there's two sizes that are already out everywhere. And then look at these baby ones, look how tiny they are. That's brilliant. Right, I'm going to show you something mad. So on this one here, it's a clear section just for aesthetics, just so you can see how it works. But look, if I press this button here, right, Hoover comes on, and then I'm going to dip that inside of this bucket, and then what will end up happening is it should shut off by itself. So let's see what happens. So here we go. And it stops itself. So this timber is going on that side and this side here. Cutting through the middle would normally pinch the blade and you'll get a massive kickback on the actual blade itself.
This is the new edition, the 191 key circular saw, which has the auto stop feature in it, which entails that it has the auto kickback system, which means the saw will automatically detect when an anti-kickback is about to occur, and within 1 second the saw will actually shut down and prevent any injuries. Then we're gonna have a bit of a go and see how it works.
Blade itself just stops.
My finger is still on the trigger. It's giving me an orange alert on this side that the anti-kickback has occurred, but the saw is not spinning at the moment. For me to initiate once again, I have to release my finger of the trigger and start it again, and then it will work.
Okay, perfect. Nice one. Right, this is the M18 Hot Shot. You can use this for jumping your car. Another nice, nifty, quick one, and brand new from Milwaukee. And it's also got a light on the top as well. So, right, I think this is definitely the best bit about the show. Look at these. Pack out seats. Can you believe it? Look at that. They've actually brought out pack out seats. For sitting down on a job. Right, I don't do much carpentry work, but they've got this M12 sander, which looks pretty good. It looks like it would be for painter decorators and joiners, and also the M12 planer, which looks pretty cool. So nice and light, making everything lighter, but it looks like it's got similar power. Something small and brief, just on the hard hats, what I've noticed is all of the hats are interchangeable, so I'm going to call it pack out. This is like the pack out of hats, basically. Look over here, look at that there. So you can just keep changing the attachments?
All right, 2019 we launched our first generation Surge hydraulic impact driver. Took away a lot of the noise that you otherwise encounter with standard impact drivers. Back then it had 50 Newton meters of torque, which was fine for the users, but applications get tougher and tougher all the time. So as the market develops, just like the Milwaukee way, we developed further as well. Second generation, 2.5 times the raw power, 130 Newton meters of torque. Still 50% quieter and 3 times less vibration versus standard impact drivers. Perfect tool, especially for screws up to like 5-6 inch. Doing a lot of self-tapping screws, metal to metal, wood framing. You know, really residential areas, light commercial, where sound is just a bothersome towards the users. And yeah, I mean, basically that's it. It's available now. Of course, it's got the upgrade towards the tri-LED as well, which we've done with all our impact drivers on fuel impact drivers on M18. And otherwise, the only thing left to do is to use the tool.
So we are going to do a sound test. So I'm going to put my microphone right near it so you can hear the difference between that one and then the silent one. So that is the standard sound. Then we got this one here. There you go. And there was a clear difference.
Absolutely. I mean, you can see that when it comes to the sound, a standard impact driver, much higher sound. Of course, it will maintain the higher performance for those tougher applications. As soon as you want to work in smaller applications, high frequency in residential areas, light commercial, this is where the Gen 2 Surge is really going to satisfy those users.
We've got bay chargers like this. We've got these, but they're not bay chargers. So it's a little bit frustrating. So come on, put them together for us, please. Also, they brought out these here which slot onto the top of the battery. So let me show you. That slots on to the top of the battery, and then you've got a USB-C to, or the USB, I can't even remember what it's called now, USB-C charger point, and then another one there as well to charge a bit. So that's a new one. Oh, over here. Right, so they've got a couple, do you know the name of this one?
M18 mini charger.
M18 top off mini charger.
How about you ask me and I read it?
Cool. Right, let's do this again. What's your name again? Alessandra. Right, you ready? So this is Alessandra, and she's going to tell me what this is called.
I know it by heart. It's called M18 top off mini charger.
Oh, cool. So you can charge your phones with this. This goes onto the top of the M18 battery. Also, Alexandra has got the M12. What's that one called?
Oh, wait. No, it's the same.
Same thing, M18 top of charger.
No.
Do you know what the small one's called?
Is it called the same way?
Travel charger.
Travel charger. Right.
Where you can cut it, right?
Of course. So what's that one called, Alexander?
Oh, this is a travel charger. As you can see, it's lighter and it's smaller, so it's pretty practical.
So I've gone into my presenter mode because Alexandra's here now, so I have to present a bit more.
Don't get shy.
It's making me nervous. Right, that's it.
There you go.
Cool, wicked. Right, so this one has got holes in the top of the actual drill bit itself and a dust vat connects to it. So when you're drilling through the concrete, the idea is that it pulls in as much fine dust as possible. So that is a cool addition. There we go.
Hi, my name is Sophia. I'm a product manager for HVAC and plumbing here at Milwaukee.
What's this unit over here? Do you want to...
So that's the MX Fuel Electrofusion processor.
Okay.
With the MX Fuel Electrofusion processor, we can weld PE pipes for gas and water installations.
Okay, if you look there. Yep. Okay, cool. And you're going to show us how to use it?
Yes, of course. So first you plug those contacts to the fitting over here, and then you scan this barcode with the wireless barcode scanner, and then the tool directly says what to do. So now we have a 72-second weld, and based on that battery level, we can do 29 fusions more. So now just press start, and now the fitting heats up, and if you wait 5 seconds, you will see it on the screen on the thermal camera. We have spirals in here under the plastic.
Yep.
And those heat up.
And then melts it to it.
Yeah.
Right,
And
okay.
now you can see it pretty good.
Once you're done, what do you do? Just pull it off?
Just pull it off, and then the fitting stays there. Just a countdown.
Okay, got you.
And after we have a cooling progress of like about 10 minutes.
Okay,
And
cool.
after those 10 minutes, we can plug
Take
it
the
off.
fitting. Right, okay, brilliant. All right, wicked. This is Leo from Milwaukee, and he's going to run us through what this is. Okay?
This is our brand new M18 recovery pump. So this recovery pump actually is to recover a whole HVAC system or a heat pump. This is filled with refrigerants, and from time to time you really need to suck it out and bring in new and fresh refrigerants. Milwaukee now really offers the full solution because we have now a cordless vacuum pump and now brand new, the recovery pump. And how that works is
Yeah.
basically you connect the hose from the HVAC system to the tool, just turn it on, and then you can choose between inch of mercury, whatever figures are preferred, and then you connect your gas tank to it. So this pump then will suck out the old refrigerants into the tank, and just by pressing
that button there.
So, and then you close the valve again. What is also important about it, this is the most quiet tool on the market so far. This is what our customers really asked us to do, because they said all the rest of the tools are freaking loud.
Right.
So this was one of our critical points of that.
So key points would you say on this?
It is as powerful as a corded tool. It is lightweighted. You can bring it wherever you want to, on the ceiling, in the basement, everywhere where it's needed. And you can recover refrigerants from A1, A2 and A2L. So this nearly covers all the refrigerants you find at the market.
Okay, wicked. This here is pretty cool. So when I do my boiler rooms, I set my laser up on a pole and basically ping a laser across for the pipe work. But I do like the fact on this one that it's got marks and lines where my other one doesn't. Hopefully getting one of these Milwaukee ones. This little pipe level, so if you put it on here, it sticks to it, but you can actually set it to what you want, so what gradient you want or whatever, which is pretty cool. You twist that little knob there. So yeah, I like it. I still haven't seen one of these in the UK yet. And then same with this actually, this torch. I haven't seen one of these. So yeah, pretty cool. So one thing that I want to show you that I think is actually pretty impressive is this screw and then that. So this is a magnet onto there like that. So you imagine you're up a ladder or anywhere like that. That is seriously strong, look. So this is called the screw engager. So look out for it. This is something I'm going to be purchasing myself. Very niche. Okay, so this is Milwaukee's latest M12 compact drill. So this is a combi drill. It's one of their smallest ones, very light. And it's got the hammer function on this one as well. So yeah, I can't explain it as good as Kate. So Kate's going to go for it.
So this is our Quik-lok quick change arbor that we launched in November last year. Now, as the name suggests, this allows us to really quickly change hole saw bits. You've got your hole saw bit and you've got your adapter, and you just click it into the arbor, and then to release it, pull back on this and you can put a new bit on. For this, you've got 3 different adapters here. So you've got this one, which will take 30 mil or less. So that's this one here. You've got the second one here, which is this one. And this will take hole saws of 32 mil or more, and you can actually attach 2. So it's really good for if you drill a hole that's too small, you can make it bigger by attaching a larger hole saw bit.
How do we attach it
So
on?
you simply just unscrew, and it's as easy as that. You've got a nice long thread, and then you can just screw it straight back in. And then you've also got your third one here.
Yep.
This one has a different thread, but this one allows you to attach both sizes, so 30 mil or less and 32 mil or more. So this is really good for plumbing. Too small of a hole for a pipe, you can make it bigger.
Does that fit onto here?
Yep, so simply just click on, and
Wicked.
again, you're all set. All of these different bits will click onto every single. This is the Quik-lok quick change arbor.
So that is that. So there, that is what it looks like, and that's it. So another cool thing, which I've seen, is they do a charger that does M12 batteries. So this and that side does M12 batteries, and then it does M18, which is here, and it's also magnetic. In the UK or in Europe, we don't have bay chargers. So see like this, look. We don't have bay chargers that do M12 and M18, but in the US, they seem to have it, but we don't have it yet. So hopefully that will come soon, Milwaukee. If you turn around, look at this. So it's magnetic. So that I would have thought for mechanics would be great. And then also it's got a light on the top. Cool, that's it. Another thing, this is a bolt hat. This reminds me of pack out, but for a hat. So you get loads of different attachments for it. So if you look over here, look, the lights, the visors, the all bits and pieces. I personally don't use these that much. I do think it's quite cool how you can just put different attachments on it. So one hat will basically do all, if you like. You can, look at that. You put all the different attachments on it. Pretty cool. So Milwaukee have brought out a new range of boots in here. They were the old ones, if you come in close. They were the old ones down there, and then these are the new ones at the top here. Have a little look. I'll be real, straight off the back, I feel like these look better than these. Performance-wise, I'm not sure yet, so I'm gonna find out, but these look a lot better, so well done there, guys. Another cool thing, this charger is magnetic, so it will stick onto anything metal. It also charges the M12 batteries there, and then you've got a little light on it as well, and then M18 batteries. The only thing in Europe, so the UK, Europe, we don't have chargers that do M18 and M12, but in America they do. So I just found it out now. So in America, they've got a bay charger that does M18 batteries and M12 batteries alongside each other. So this is the only one that I've seen so far over here that does both. That's that.